When we talk about OKRs are kind of becoming a fad lately due to their success, specifically in the Silicon Valley setting. But from what we have observed, the adoption of the methodology is surging across the world as of today. So one of the ideas when we decided that we wanted to build an OKR app that works within Jira was to ensure there was the ability to connect your day-to-day activity, which is done within Jira, to your short-term and long-term goals, which are done within UpRaise as part of OKRs. Obviously, setting the SMART goals, doing the alignment, transparency, no more set and forget. All of these things are equally important, and they are sort of given in any OKR tool. But the most important part that we felt was the developers should be able to connect their day-to-day activity with what they are trying to achieve, what their team is trying to achieve in the short to mid-term. And that is where the ability to connect Jira issues as key results comes in handy. Now, obviously, alignment is also an important factor because UpRaise lets you create different levels of OKRs. I mean, by default, obviously, a lot of OKR tools out there, they would allow you to have company, team, and individual level OKRs. But UpRaise takes a step ahead. And if you are a large organization with different departments, division, or a completely different structure, then UpRaise lets you organize that very easily. It lets you go completely by the book, which is to set all of your OKRs public, or you can take a customized approach that's feasible or more desirable for your setting, for your organization, for your culture, and set the visibility to a specific set of teams and users. At the end of the day, the most important takeaway for everyone here is we never wanted individuals and teams to do a set and forget kind of goal setting. We have seen this in the past while we were working, organizations, teams, managers, individuals, they just set their goals up at the beginning of the year, and then they sort of forgot about them rather, and then only looked at them at the time of performance appraisal, which is really not desirable. You want people to engage with those goals, frequently update those goals, and ensure that communication, whether the frontline contributor is going to achieve their goal, is going to get propagated towards the top. Because at the end of the day, companies need to be agile, and that is where the agility comes in. If during your execution cycle you tend to understand, no, something is going wrong, maybe we are trying to achieve something that's not required at all, you can still correct your course and ensure that you are mobilizing your resources accordingly. So that's the overall intent of doing OKRs within the context of Jira. Like I mentioned, there are a bunch of advantages of doing OKRs in Jira. As soon as you connect your Jira issues to OKRs, the progress update is automatic. Now, obviously, if you're using Jira, you're going to update the statuses of these Jira tickets day in, day out, right? To do, in progress, done, anything, any workflow that you have created. Imagine if any of those, let's say, epics, stories, tasks are connected to your short-term or mid-term goals. As soon as you update that Jira ticket, it will automatically calculate the progress at the highest level. So if you have an individual objective that's connected to a Jira issue, and that individual objective is aligned with a team objective, which in turn is aligned with a company objective, you can understand the cascading. As soon as you update the Jira ticket, which is at the lowest ladder of the value chain, it will automatically calculate progress updates at the top. So essentially, you're trying to connect your execution with the strategy. And the couple of other advantages are obviously since you're going to use Jira day in, day out, your goals are always in front of you. You don't have to memorize them. You don't have to go to a separate place just to look at them. And then finally, you don't have to remember another password or learn another system. This is seamlessly integrated within Jira. So one of the major sought after features within UpRaise for employee success is the hierarchy view within the tool. Here you'll notice, now obviously there are many closed objectives, abandoned objectives. This is coming from one of our test environment, but you'll notice the alignment of different levels of objectives. There is a company level objective at the top, followed by different team level objectives, followed by different key results and individual level objectives. So this kind of gives a very realistic picture of what you are working on day in, day out. How is it helping you? How is it helping your team? And how is it helping your company achieve the larger goals? That's the intent of having this hierarchy view around OKRs.
Yeah, and I think, that's really the key. The new ways of working is it's alignment, aligning individuals, teams to organizational goals, and it also allows that conversation about what are our goals and what is we specifically going to do to achieve them. And that's, collaborate with the team to understand that and then line it up. It's very powerful.
Exactly. And I mean, from what we have seen, a lot of times these teams who are using UpRaise for setting up their OKRs, they tend to switch their goals. Switch is probably not the right word. They tend to abandon some of their goals midway through the quarter. They tend to create new goals midway through the quarter. That's only because they have realized as they are executing, as the progress is getting updated day in, day out, they are realizing that it's no more important to pursue a specific objective. It makes more sense to do so and so. So here, rather than judging these organizations based on how frequently they are changing their goals, it should be looked through the lens of agility, right? Rather than pursuing a goal that's really not desirable, they are just abandoning it midway and saying, okay, we are going to focus on only those things that are most important at the moment. So that's the true nature of agility. They're willing to adopt the change. They're willing to accept the change rather than resist it.